Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litza and Coco's having a little disco nap still. This is our Cow 2023 spoiler alert video. So please do not continue if you do not want to know what the stitch sampler blanket is going to consist of and look like at the end. But if you do, please stick around. It won't take very long at all to go through the stitches with you, and I hope that you enjoy this video if you choose to stick around. So remember, this is a total spoiler alert video. If you do not want to know what the whole stitch sampler blanket will consist of every month, what stitch you'll be getting, and you want it to be a total surprise, you need to stop now, switch off. We will see you again soon in another video. Thank you so much for watching so far. Bye bye for now. But if you do want the whole blanket shown to you, all the different stitches explained to described to you, please stay. But again, final chance to leave. This is a spoiler alert for the Cow 2023. I'll give you enough time to switch off. Now those of you that stayed, stay tuned. I will show you each month which stitch we'll be creating and how we'll be building up. Let me pop my glasses on just to make sure that I can see what I'm showing you. So for the month of January, we don't know the colors as yet, so I've just created a little stitch sampler for you, just a little swatch basically, and I've only done 4 rows for each month. So for the month of January, we will be starting off with our foundation chain, whatever the count may be, and then we will be following on with half double crochets. So there we are there. So we will have 8 rows of the half double crochet stitch, which is a nice way to start off our blanket to make sure that it's got a nice solid base, and a stitch that will make us very comfortable jumping into the project and will give us time to think about our color choices as well. So I thought it was a nice way to ease into the project. So that's January. For February, we will be creating the V-stitch. I'll show you a little a swatch that I've made, and then I'll show you the blanket as it grows. So what I've done here is I have added the V-stitch just on top of a half double crochet so that you can get the idea of what it will look like. And this is what it looks like when we add it to our blanket. Remember, I've only done 4 rows of each stitch. Then we will get to March, and that will be a double crochet, which is, most of us are familiar with a double crochet. So by now, let me pull it back a little bit. We're at the third month. Sorry, there's a little bit of a crease in there, but you get the idea. So we've got January, February, and March. Now, April and May will be the months that we need to combine 2 stitches together to make sure that we get the look that we want. And I'll show you what I mean. So we will be creating window stitches, and that'll be the April stitch, and then for May it'll be a half double crochet. So this is what it's going to look like. So that's the base where the double crochets are, and then there's our window stitches and our half double crochets on top. As you can see, it creates a beautiful pattern, and I will show you the difference if you don't do it this way. So I've made another swatch. See how the bottom caves in on itself? It isn't straight like this bit here, because these rows are purely window on window. This one is what we'll be creating. It opens up the stitch beautifully and creates an even, the sides will be even all the way up so that our blanket doesn't collapse in on itself. And, that's what we want. We don't want it to come in at one area and then come out with the rest of the blanket. So this is why I have chosen to go with that combination of stitches so that we can create this beautiful stitch pattern, and we do need to have them together. That's why I'll be releasing the stitches at the same time. And this is what our blanket will look like at this stage. I'll just pull it back a little bit. So there we are with January, February, March, April and May. And then we'll get to June and July. Again, will have to be released at the same time because we will be creating puff stitches with double crochets. So the May stitch is on the bottom, which was the half double crochet, and then we have our puff stitches and our double crochets on top, and we will create this beautiful pattern here. Again, the reason is very similar to the previous 2 months because we want to make sure that we create a beautiful end product. And I will just show you, where are we? Here we are. So now we are literally past halfway here. And there's our little, where are we? Oh, there's our puff stitches there with our double crochets in between. The next month will be August, and for August we'll be creating fan stitches. Well, that's what I'm calling them. So there's the the double crochets where we started, and then on top we have our beautiful fan stitches with some double crochets on the side. All the fancier stitches, there will always be double crochets on the side. I call them our little soldiers, keeping everything straight, making sure that it all looks good. So where are we at now? So here we are now. Let's go back. There's our fan stitches with our little double crochets on the side. So we are now at August. How amazing is that? Then we get to September. Again, a very simple row because we need to build on that. So we go back to our double crochets. And that'll be all the way to September now. And then October and November will be another combination of stitches. We'll be creating the crossed double crochet and a half double crochet. So we'll be doing the cross double crochet here and the half double crochet on top. That opens up the half double crochet stitch beautifully, and along the sides, of course, we'll have our little double crochets, our little soldiers. And when it's a half double crochet row, it'll be a half double crochet on the end. So this is why it's very important to keep our stitch markers on as well. Along the way, we will be counting our stitches, which will make it easier, but I really love the look of this cross double crochet. And this is what it will look like when we get to our blanket, when we've added it. How beautiful is that? So now we are literally at November with 1 month to go, and the last stitch that we'll be creating is the lemon peel stitch. That's December there, and that's what it will look like added to the top of October and November. And this is the whole entire blanket. So I will go from the top to the bottom for you. I hope that you can see it okay. And that's pretty much it. I hope you're excited about it as much as I am. I'm certainly looking forward to it. I will be explaining the stitches more in detail as we go along, but that gives you an idea of the stitches that are coming up. You might want to refresh your memory on them, or you might just know exactly what you need to do. I have created some videos to go along with these stitches, so I will be releasing them, I believe. They are not going to be the best quality tutorial you've ever seen, so please, don't think that by any means I think that I'm putting out an amazing quality, but I do think that they will be helpful. So I've tried to speak the way that I speak and show you what I'm doing, so maybe they will assist some of you. At the very least, as I said in our previous video, they will be quite entertaining to watch, and I'm certainly going to learn from them myself. So I have had a very busy few days preparing for this cowl, which I'm so excited about. Those of you that stayed and looked at all the different stitches, I hope that it's what you were expecting. I have kept it fairly simple so that Even our beginner crochet friends will be able to join in. And those of you that are, very seasoned crocheters, I hope that it excites you enough to join in with a stitch sampler. If not, please go ahead and choose a different type of blanket, and please make sure that you join us, because we just want that community feel. That's what this is all about. So on that note, I will say goodnight to all of you. I will not be putting a photo of the blanket in the thumbnail, because I don't want anyone to be disappointed by accidentally seeing it. I might just put a photo of the calendar, or just write Cal 2023 or something very simple, and spoiler alert on it, so that everybody's well aware what it is. I will put that in the title as well. So have a lovely evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, whenever you're viewing this. I hope that you've all had a beautiful day. And I shall see you all again very, very soon in another video. If not beforehand, definitely for the start of the Cal 2023. So excited. Bye-bye, everybody.